So there was an earthquake that was felt in Atlanta. The earthquake happened in Tennessee, but it rattled Atlanta. I'm seeing this all over my timeline. And people are saying that this is the first time that they felt an earthquake in Atlanta. Now, this brings my memory back to this. When Yeshua talked about the different things that'll take place at the time of the end, he said, and you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you're not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You will have people, and even people that hear this, and they'll still go to my comments and say, well, there was an earthquake. That doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Earthquakes have always happened. That's your understanding because you're not understanding what Yeshua said. He's not saying that pestilences and earthquakes and wars don't always happen. They do. He noted the increase of earthquakes and in different places, pestilences, kingdom against kingdom, all of that. But it's not that in himself. He ties it in with verse 8 where he says all these things are the beginning of sorrows. That's what ties it in together. Sorrows in the Greek means birth pains. Whenever a woman is pregnant and before the baby comes, the contractions intensify. Things start getting closer together and more intense. Of course, you have around that time the water breaking, and then eventually the baby comes. When you have earthquakes happening in various places, combined with major pestilences such as Rona, with wars, which by the way, they're in their rightful place for this, they're defending themselves biblically, in rumors of war, which by the way, there was a ceasefire agreed to, as well as floods and all these other things happening at the same time. And this is just some. There's a lot more than this. And then you have people like him popping up, trying to make peace agreements in the Middle East, doing false signs, lying wonders. And he really has people following him in a movement. I'm not saying he's the Antichrist, but if he's not, he's a huge type and shadow of when the Antichrist does come in the future tribulation. All of these things happening at the same time display that we are in the shadow of the tribulation. If you don't know Yeshua, go to Romans 10:9 and salvation is there. Hit follow for more. In addition to that, we just put out the Hood Bible translation, the Book of John edition. In it, you'll see that we have the KJV, King James translation, but not everybody understands that. So below that, we have a Hood urban dialect paraphrase. All right, so Jesus was cruising through the city and he saw this dude who'd been blind since birth. His disciples like, hey, Rabbi, who messed up, this man or his folks? Why he born like this? Jesus said, nah, it ain't even like that. He ain't blind because of no sin. This happened so God could show out through him. Then beneath that, we have commentary on why does God allow some people to have physical issues even when we pray for their healing. And we go into deep detail on why God allows that. There's plenty more like that. And at the end, we have a mini teaching on how Yeshua fulfills each of the Jewish feasts. This one is John. Proverbs will be out soon. You could get it at aroniclearning.com or the link in my story or bio. You could get it for you or the youth.